All right, we'll go inside Canvas. We'll go ahead and select our unit we're using. It doesn't matter which one you're using, as long as you select it. I'm using the A1 Pro, so we'll go ahead and use that one. It is the 20 watt. I'm going to leave it disconnected for this moment. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is choose my wood, what type of wood I'm going to be using. If I'm using basswood, plywood, basswood, bamboo, whatever you're using, oak, we'll go ahead and select oak for now. We'll hit confirm. And right here on the layer line, we have line engraving. If you click on the drop down, you'll have fill and line cutting. If we're doing a cutting test, we're going to select line cutting here. Doesn't matter what we select here. I just want to get the recommended speed and power settings, which is 400 by 100 at 1. We will come over here to the rectangle tool. We'll hold down the shift key, make a rectangle. We'll size it up to 10. We have a 10 millimeter square. Next thing I'm going to do is come over to the array, click material test array. And now we have a 20 line cut test right here. And we can name it whatever we want. We could put 3 millimeter. Here's what I was talking about before. It doesn't matter what you choose. Line cutting, fill engrave, line engrave. We're going to do line cutting for this test. We got 5 rows and 5 columns. So we know our recommended speed was 400 at 100 power. So we're going to set this. We're going to go a little higher. We'll go 550. Minimum speed, we know it's 400 for cutting, so we'll go 350. Power will go 100, and we'll drop it down to 85. For text engraving mode, we're going to do line engraving. We'll do fill engraving. And if we want more squares, we want to go more precision, we could go 10. You can go as many as you want. And you'll see from 350 to 500, 85 to 100. And that kind of gives us a more precise cut so we can see exactly where we want to be on our cut. Hit confirm. And this thing will automatically cut each square at the speed settings. There's nothing else to do. Frame it, cut it. We see the recommended settings are 400 by 100. We're going to change that to fill engraving, 6000 by 10. So fill engraving, you really want to kind of get it dialed in great. Come over here, make a rectangle, select the rectangle tool, hold down the shift key, make a square. We're going to make it 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter. Make a rectangle. Come up to array, material test array. Walnut 3 millimeter. We'll make sure it says fill engraving. It is. We'll go ahead and put this to 10 by 10. And we know the max, it says 6,000 before. We'll go 7,000 to 5,000. I mean, that's 1,000 for speed. And we'll bring the power from 80 to 100. So let's say you do this and you're like somewhere around, we think 611 by 84 is optimal. We think this is your precision spot. This might be a little too much. This might not be enough. We could go ahead and put 6,111 in here, and we could go in between. I mean, we could go ahead and say that, this looks the best right now. This is too much, not enough. We could go in between them. We could take 633, 5889. We knew it was around 84% we liked. So we could go 86 by 80. And now we're getting even more precise. This will help you dial in your settings so that you would be able to engrave the way you want to. Don't always take the hot, if you're doing it by 100 millimeters separation, don't always take that. Narrow it down. Tune it. Get exactly what you need for your laser. Every laser is different. You would go ahead and frame it out, send it. Okay, I went ahead and fired up the laser. It's connected. I'm going to use the walnut wood since I have some scrap pieces. First thing we'll do is we'll just go to the camera. We'll take a photo. First off, let me change the plane to honeycomb plate. That's going to change my millimeter as my wood. It's pretty close. It's probably 22 millimeters actually. Not a big idea. Not a big deal. We'll send that thing home. Get it out of the way. We'll take a new photo. Take our shape tool, rectangle. We'll make it 10 millimeter. Right about there. Go to array. We're going to do a cut. And for the line cut, we're going to do, we know 600 is what it's supposed to be for speed. We'll go 650 for max. We'll go 550. Power will go from 85 to 100. I don't expect too much to get cut out there. And we'll go 8 squares by 8 squares. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you want to use here. You can use 10, 20, whatever you want. So this looks good. I put the text engraving. We'll put that as a fill layer. And we know that was 6,000 by 10 by looking at it earlier. We'll hit confirm. Up. Let's go ahead and change this to walnut. 3 millimeter cut. Firm. I'm just going to move this over so it fits. I'm going to autofocus it, and then we'll let it cut. All right, we'll go ahead and frame it. Now that it's all framed, we'll go ahead and cut it and I'll show you the results. As you can see here, that 600 by 100 did not cut through. I see that if I put a meter on here to see how thick this wood is, it's almost 4 millimeter, not 3 millimeter, and I think that's what the reason was. But doing a test showed me 579, 564, 550 at 100 is really clean. I did not have the air on. But cutting this piece of particular wood out, 550 by 100 would have been my go-to. I could drop it down to 96%. You can see right here on this edge that it had a little bit. This one was clean too. I mean, you can do 98 for this one, but I don't know. I always cut it 100% pretty much all the time. I haven't had a laser fail on me yet using 100% for a diode. Let's go ahead and move on. I loaded another piece of wood in there. Let's go ahead and take a photo. We'll go ahead and remove the original test we did. We'll create another rectangle. Hold down the shift key, make a 10 millimeter box. We'll go ahead and do an array material test. This one we're going to do a fill engraving, or we'll do 10 by 10 this time. No, you know what? Let's go ahead and do 8 by 8. That's fine. We know our speed was supposed to be 6,000, so we'll do 6,500. And we'll do 7,800, or I'm sorry, 5,800. We'll go from 5 power to 15 power. We'll go ahead and frame it out and engrave it real fast, and I'll show you the results. All right, here's what we got. Make a rectangle. I think anywhere from 6,200 to 6,500 at 5% looks the best on this type of wood personally. As you can see, looking at the rest of the wood, it's like the fibers came up. Make a rectangle. We would need a light sanding or something like that. I'm going to flip this board over and engrave a picture. Something simple. We'll give that a shot and see what it looks like. We'll go ahead and remove this. We'll go into the image library. Let's just take the cat, I guess. Grab a photo of the wood. We won't make it too big, just something to engrave real fast. Send this thing to home. And like I said, we're going to change the layer. Go about 6,300 at 5%. We'll go ahead and start it, and I'll show you when it's done. As you can see, this is what the cat looks like after it was engraved. Um, Looks like it came out great. I had too much lighting here, maybe, giving it a little glare or something, but it came out nice and sharp. What I'm going to do is go ahead and engrave it again, but with the recommended settings and see what the difference is. Okay, and here it is with the recommended settings, day and night. Every laser is different. This is why you do material tests. You can't just take someone's word and just, start engraving. You can't just take somebody's word and start engraving because what works for them may not work for you. Do your material test. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.